Off we go. And people are loving the supercars. This is what we call the supercar capital of Canada. Haha, here we go. This is my ride for the next 24 hours, a Mafia spec Bentley Flying Spur, and I'm underground in the Fairmont Pacific Rim Hotel, which is where I've stayed for the last 2 nights with Bentley, but it is now time to explore the city. I'm meeting up with Jesse, a friend of Sam from Seen Through Glasses. When he was in Vancouver, he met up with Jesse and had an amazing day. So I'm gonna be cruising around in this, exploring Vancouver and the supercar culture and community that is out here, and I cannot wait. Hey, it's kicking off already. I mean, we are midweek in Vancouver. Lamborghini Urus, which, by the way, no matter how the Performante is going to do with the Urus, that is one of the most popular SUVs. Parked outside, we also have an E63 AMG Estate, and then this is the first time I've ever seen one of these cars. Just a Wraith cruising on by, the Lamborghini Urus is left, and these wheels, I have no idea whether they're... What's going on? Been like 48 hours and barely seen any supercars, and I've come out the front today on when the adventures begin, and it is ridiculous. The V10 is still ringing in my ears, and it is just accelerated in the distance off from the green light. But this thing, I've never seen one of these on the road, and yesterday I saw one for the first time, and it's got this sweeping headlight. It's just a cool looking car. It is kicking off. This is one of the cars that's going to be on our little convoy adventure for the day, and it is one of the wildest specs. You'll have seen this on Sam's YouTube video. Oh baby, look at that bike. It matches this SVJ Roadster. Apparently this is one of, if not the highest spec'd SVJ Roadster in the whole of Canada. It's about to get crazy. This car has been on my channel rather a lot. It is safe to say I was not expecting this. Look at this. And somewhere behind is the rest of the crew with the Cayman GT4, AMG GTC. I think there's a BMW M2 somewhere and a Ferrari 360. Oh, we're pulling up here. I've missed that sound, dude.
I missed it too, man.
This is when you know how high your pista is, or how many times you've been here, because the curb height is absolutely perfect to just roll the pista over. What a collection of cars right by the lighthouse on the water. I mean, if there was ever a way to explore Vancouver, this is it. Jesse, come and get on the camera.
Great to see you, Paul.
Welcome to the channel.
Thank you. This is a legend in the car community. Look forward to meeting Paul. And I remember watching his videos back in the day when he was looking for his first supercar. Those are like such an inspiration to me. So.
They were like, for me, my most favorite time on YouTube.
I know.
Exploring the supercar world. And now one of my favorite things to do is obviously visit places I've never been before, meet people like you who can hook this ridiculous day up. What are we doing today?
Of course. So we're actually going to be checking out some properties. Those of you that remember Sam Seen Through Glasses video back in the day. So I own a real estate company, and we're gonna set up, and I'm in the car community, so we're gonna set up a supercar cruise and visit some of the nicest properties in Vancouver. For those of you that don't know, Vancouver is actually the least affordable city in North America in terms of real estate. An average property in West Vancouver, which is one of the most expensive areas in North America, goes for over 5 or 6 million. So we can kind of like blend. I think the best way to get to know a city is go and check out the property.
For sure.
So we're here in beautiful Vancouver Stanley Park, and we have the Lighthouse over here. This is the #1 place where people propose.
So this morning you said, look, I've hooked something up. We're going to have some fun today. And I was like, well, as long as my cameras are charged, we're going to be all right. I'm not sure whether one charge on all of my cameras is going to be enough for the amount of videos that we're going to do today.
I know.
And the fact that we've got Matt's Murcielago back. 5 years ago, I drove that and
Oh,
Angeles
wow.
Crest in LA. And to hear it again brings back so many memories. But the specs on the cars are top notch. And we had to bring a 360 in
course.
memory of Sam being in Vancouver.
Buddy, how are you?
Good,
Nice to meet you.
I was just loving your 360.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's the exhaust on it?
I've actually got, it's ported straight through cats with a tubby. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's not too bad.
360, 355 and 360 for me are like the
Yeah.
two best sounding
You like
Ferraris.
that? Yeah.
They're so classic. How long have you had it?
This 7 years.
Oh wow, okay.
I've had it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'll ever part with it. So it's got the front bumpers from the Challenge race car.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bumping away a little bit because the bottom here
Whoa.
actually hits everything.
I was gonna say the curb just leaving the hotel.
That's actually wood. Believe it
What?
or not. That's actually wood underneath, yeah.
And it's
Everything.
manual as well. Off we go. And people are loving the supercars. This is what we call the supercar capital of Canada. Well, this feels like the Beverly Hills of Vancouver. Jesse, come on, talk to me about this place.
So yeah, this is called British Properties in West Vancouver, which is known as kind of like the Beverly Hills of Canada. It's the most affluent community in Canada, I believe.
What the hell? It's not even part of us.
Yeah, so the person who's going to show us around these properties, his name is Eric Christensen. He's one of the top real estate professionals, real estate agents, and brokerage owners here in Canada. So Luxury Listings, we host the annual Canadian Real Estate Awards and American Real Estate Awards,
Yeah.
and he's one of the top recipients. The cool thing about him is not only he's a great real estate agent, but he also has a crazy car collection. So he's a car guy as well.
It's not normal. I don't normally just walk around with a camera recording, but this is the perfect setting for a video.
Oh,
Good to see you, man.
good to see you.
Really good to meet you.
Come on in, please. Come
And-
on in.
This is amazing.
What's crazy is when my family moved to West Vancouver in 07, I think the first property we bought was from America too, back in the day. So
Amazing.
I was like 13 years old.
What a story.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the car collection down there. I feel like I'm living in a fantasy right now just to come and have a look at this place. Based on how much battery I've been using over the last 3 hours with the supercar convoys and the content that we are creating, I'm now filming on my GoPro Hero 10, and we're going back into the house so that I can show you just what an incredible space this is. Look, we've got all of the shoes off. So upstairs, this is like the living room space. We've got an incredible terrace with views of Vancouver. All the way down there, the pool. All of the cars are lined up here, but it does have a driveway and a garage. And I feel like I need to catch up with the rest of the gang. But let me do a little bit of a tour myself. Oh, we've got a bedroom here. Walk-in wardrobe. Hello. Yeah, here we go. What a space. Little balcony with the views, the pool. This is already becoming my favorite house I think I've ever set foot in. Oh, the gang's down here, like a bit of a poker, entertainment room.
We got a clubhouse. Look, we got pokers already.
But yeah. Wow, yeah. I've just been taking myself on a bit of a tour, but this This is the hangout spot, right?
It's great.
Yeah.
And check this out. There's a gym in the back.
Oh, sorry, I turned that light off. Sorry about that.
There's a gym?
Yeah, let me get this. Yeah, there's a full gym down here as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind living in this.
It's not bad for the get the friends over.
This is
Like
crazy.
him and Jesse, I think you missed this. So separate ventilation in here. So if you get like super hot 20, it doesn't pump through the whole house. It's got a whole separate system.
Wow.
It just keeps the air different.
So you can just, keep this aircon and train.
Or crank the heat up in here if you want to do hot yoga. It doesn't affect the rest of the house.
Wow. Oh, baby.
That's British properties, you know. A 765 just drove by, now we have a P1 joining us.
Wow.
Isn't that one of the nicest specs?
Yeah.
Sick spec.
Can we put that on the drive? All for the thumbnail. Seriously, what world am I now living on? What is going on? This is what I came to see in Vancouver. This is why Matt said 5 years ago, I've got to come to Vancouver because this is a joke. This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. P1 just turned up because the 765 LT, he actually owns the 765 LT that just showed
Oh, the
up.
blue one, yeah.
Yeah, so we just invited him over. He lives right next to this house. So yeah, so now we had an additional Hypercar to the convoy.
At least you know when you buy this house, you've got good neighbours.
Good neighbors, really good neighbors, yeah.
Oh wow, these guys are going to be here for hours.
So bad for these people.
Yeah. As we continued to head out of town and onto our next destination, it became apparent very quickly that the motorway back into town was closed. There was no cars on the road, and it turned out after a little bit of research, a major incident had happened on that road. Meaning, as we continued further away from downtown, we were pretty much stranded. So the only thing that we could do was park up, head into a restaurant, grab some food, and try and buy us some time before heading back into town. I have no idea how to summarize the last 7 hours. You heard the audio where I said whoever is going to be stuck in that traffic is going to be stuck for hours, and it turned out we needed to head back. And the way that Vancouver City operates and the infrastructure is, you've basically got one freeway motorway back from West Vancouver over the Lionsgate Bridge into downtown, which is where I'm staying. And what happened was the bridge shut, as well as that crash, which meant we had to go the whole way round and pretty much got an entire tour of Vancouver. But what we saw at 1 p.m. of that accident took at least 6 hours to clear. It was a huge incident, and I mean, an amazing day, but I'm absolutely exhausted now, and I've only just got back to the next place that I'm going to be calling home for the next 3 days. And in those 3 days, I'm going to try and jam pack as much in as possible. So I will leave it there. I'm absolutely exhausted, still slightly jet lagged, but there we go. An insight into what Vancouver City has to offer. Massive thank you to Jesse. I will leave all of his links in the description below, and I will see you for the next video here as the city unfolds into becoming one of my favorite places. Take care, guys. Goodbye.